The internet connection. Oh, today the connection is really, really poor. I don't know if I continue talking or not. If I can, but still, I'll try. And I'm turning off the light now. So today I'll talk about the war that is maybe upcoming between. I hope not between India and Pakistan. There have been um, cautious that they will going to fight again because they have had war between the two countries before 3 4 times, and we are not sure today they had a meeting and the Prime Minister Modi gave a green light, a green signal to the military. They can retaliate as they want, with how they want and the time and everything when there will be um, you know um, everything will suit that time they will retaliate. I And in Pakistan they're also suspecting that Indian attack will imminent, maybe within a week or something. But in that case the things are like that. The time the more time will go, then the chances of war between that country will get down, decrease. So that is the thing happening, but still they were. Oh, that's a nice thing. So they had a meeting and with the defense secretary, defense minister, and the foreign secretary. They said Home Minister also, and together like Joy Shankar and some of the name I forgot. So they were discussing about the situation, how to retaliate. That happened a few days ago, 22nd April. That 26 tourists and mostly civilians and other, maybe few of the military, been killed by a terrorist organization claimed by the Pakistani separatist, maybe um, terrorist organization Lashkar-e-Tayab or something, their name, or that was affiliated before, and now uh, resistant forces. I don't know what that means. In Syria, I also heard there is a resistant forces and something like that. So let me move in right side. Let's go over a little bit. So that is the thing happening, and so now the military, Indian military, got the against signal to retaliate, to attack maybe inside of Pakistan. And the Pakistan always ready for giving the response. In response they will attack back to India for sure, because they are kind of a nation. They don't care about anything. They have to response like before in our country, especially we have what we have seen. It is true that the Indian bodyguards, PSF, were killing the people inside of our country. Sometimes because, yeah, they are maybe a trafficker, like truck trafficker, and the car and other things illegally they are crossing the border. But still, you can't kill an unarmed person. That is the thing. When he is not posing a big danger, like life-threatening danger of your your people. So that's it. You can catch them, you can arrest them, and you can arrest them. There will be a flag meeting. You can put them in jail in your country, everything. But you can't like just shoot, an unarmed person like a civilian. So but they were doing that without any kind of protest from other parts, like our country, especially the last government that we had. They were not actually protesting, because there was some reason, yeah, to be honest. So this time, the Pakistan is not like that. Pakistan, though, in military comparison, if you compare with India, between two countries, then India is quite in advance, surpass Pakistan in some a little margin, very little margin. But like you can say, India in global firepower index, India is in fourth position, between maybe 150 countries. So this is a good position, very good position. But in if you say about Pakistan, Pakistan is about maybe 12th or 14th, yeah, maybe 12th, 13th, 12th, position in global firepower index, their military strength. So this is a big gap, you can say. But Pakistan is a like little, a small country in comparison to India, but still, you can see about the defense budget, because India has a vast military, personnel, so that's why they have to expend more money. So you can see like India maybe almost 90 billion US dollar, and in Pakistan they are expanding maybe 10 to 12 billion US dollar, American dollar. So there is a big gap as well, because number of military personnel active they have, um, India have 1.4 million. That's a lot. 1.45 million active military personnel, where in Pakistan they have only 654, 654,000. So that's a lot as well in comparison to that country, but it's not enough. And reserve personnel, India has almost 2.2 million, and India has 500,000. Their active military is 600,000. More than that, almost 700,000, by the way. So if you say that about tanks, the tanks, India has maybe almost 5,000, and Pakistan has 4,000. So 1,000 different. And total aircraft, maybe India has 2,200, and Pakistan has 1,400. Fighter jet, India has 600, Pakistan has 328. Naval vessels, in Asian countries quite behind. This only China is quite different. So fighter jets, yeah, the naval vessel they have 295. India has, and in compared to Pakistan has only 114. And aircraft carrier is a vehicle that goes with the water, especially in the sea, on the sea, but it can carry, a lot of war planes, fighter jets, and other planes, helicopter. Just, there is a runway and everything. Aircraft carrier, that is. So it's very expensive, to make. Only few country have it. Maybe America has a lot, more than seven or something. America has, yeah, seven, eight or something. Russia has one or two, and China has one or two to three or something like that. So very few countries have it. Very few countries has it, like. And then India has two of them, so that's a good thing, And the Pakistan, in that this comparison, Pakistan has nothing. Also, India has 18 submarines, where Pakistan has only 8. And now, when it's coming to nuclear weapon, India has maybe 160, where maybe means this is kind of a secret, this they're not revealing. But India, in this comparison, India is a little behind than Pakistan. Pakistan had 175 or 70 or 75. Yeah. So there's a big gap. Big gap means 10 nuclear weapon means a lot, like not a very little things. Because I don't know, nuclear weapons is 100. If you have, then it's enough to destroy a country. Like, so we have to be worried as a country. Maybe today, our chief advisor said that we are still in war. We are still in war, and we have to be very careful. The police and everything. Like, we have to be vigilant. Actually, what is happening. So that is kind of worrying things. Like, he said that I just saw it on online paper. If it is true, then yeah, it is kind of true. And that's why it's very difficult, the situation in our country as well. If they, India and Pakistan, there will be war several times, especially after 1947, when there is a separation between two countries like India and Pakistan. That time, Jammu and Kashmir, like the Maharaja there, that time there was a um, like controlling by Raja. Like, Raja means the king. King and queen, they're controlling the part of the area, and they say that their part, like in our country, there's a Mastanagar, that is close to my house, and there is a king, sometimes ruled by Hindu, sometimes Hindu king, sometimes ruled by Muslim king. So there was a fight between Hindu and Muslim, yeah, for a long time, before. So that's what happened, after the separation in 1947. That time there was a war has started. Like, after that, the king of that area, Jammu and Kashmir, as he was a Hindu person, he wanted to want to go with India, but Pakistan didn't allow it. Pakistan kind of, some military and others attacked that, and there was a war. And then there was, after maybe war between that two countries, then there was a agreement that after that there was a line of control. The both countries are ruling some part of that. India is quite larger part maybe, and Pakistan was ruled by maybe one third of Jammu and Kashmir. So then what happened? Then there was a war between 1966. There was a war, and that also has stopped. Like, same reason, maybe Jammu and Kashmir. In 1971, they were in war because of our country, Bangladesh. By the way, we all guys know that. And that time, Pakistan has lost the war with 93,000 military has been capitulate. That was totally insane. And we got our country, like Bangladesh. That's our emotion. And we are happy, very happy to get our country, independent country. Some of them still disagree that it was better to stay with Pakistan. I don't. Then they have war again, in 1999 or 2000 or something. And after that, there was too many. Most of the war has happened because of what? Like Jammu and Kashmir. That's the place, and now it's still the same place. Like there was a attack and terrorist attack, and they are saying that Pakistan, the India has claimed that Pakistan is involved actually in this attack. Their government, especially like from the top government people, they're also seeing the connection of Pakistani government of this attack. So that's very bad, without maybe proof, you can't say that, So, and then India has taken some actions. There were Pakistani citizens, they revoked their passport and their visa, especially. They have to leave the country, and the Pakistani people, and Pakistan also did the same thing. And now they're stopping the Sindhu River water agreement, water sharing agreement. So that's why the Pakistan also, they're extending the wars of war between two countries for several days. I'm not sure what's gonna happen now. India, anytime soon they will attack in not a larger scale, but in a small scale where the military are staying. Some missiles will go through, maybe some missile. They will attack with some missile. I'm kind of thinking about that. From in India, they will not go inside Pakistan, and Pakistan has also stopped, closed their airspace for Indian plane, maybe. So I don't really want any war, by the way, because war is always, you know, means killing the people, especially some civilians and some military as well. Like people's life is very important to me more than anything else, more than anything else. So I don't know. I don't see any hope, by the way, but still there will not be a big war. I'm quite confirmed about that, and because many countries will come forward uh, to after, if there is a war, they say, then they will come forward to have an agreement. They will discuss with both country and things like that. That's what's happening. In now Iran and America dealing about the nuclear armament, and then between uh, Russia and Ukraine as well. So this is the thing. This is the thing. Is gonna happen. But Pakistan has a little more bombs, nuclear bombs than uh, India. But it's kind of India is quite surpasses in other area, because also India's doctrine is they will not use the nuclear weapon first. But Pakistan is not like that. One of the person said that the Pakistan's nuclear weapon is not only for showing, it's for using. That is kind of dangerous words to say. you know any kind of attack will be after World War II. So both country, in their arsenal, they got that nuclear weapon. That is really bad. I wish there will be a negotiation or something. They will dismantle the nuclear weapon. It's not safe. It's not safe to them, like both of the countries. So India will never dismantle the nuclear weapon because of maybe China and India and other country. China is increasing their weapons because China is a global player. India is becoming also a global player in this sector, and China's main backup is India. Pakistan main backup is China, especially, and some West country. But India has a global influence. G5, G7, G20, and even the BRICS and other things. So India is a kind of now a global player, you can say. But also India has some main backup to China and other country in mid east, you can say. So as we are hoping that there will be no war between that country, the neighboring both of them are country. So that's it, and maybe there will be some attack and retaliate and attack. So that's gonna happen soon, and that's it. That's why I came live to talk about the both country, and we got independence from Pakistan in 1971. So India helped us, and their military, and they say that many people in our country they said it's for their own benefits. Yeah, kinda, but still we got our country, the motherland, Bangladesh. It's a big thing, it's a really big thing. And now I'm on duty, especially, so I'm not feeling well at night because someone said that there is a stealers, there is a few theft come inside. That's why we have to be very careful about it, because this is the place not very very safe, kind of dangerous. So that's why, and I'm very much vigilant. I know, watching everything around what's happening. And see, we have another one. I am with is whistling because whistle is a powerful weapon to the person like us. We are always keeping it with us, and yeah, we need it. And I'm kind of thirsty. I need to drink water, by the way. So I'm going to end the live, and thank you for watching. Maybe very few people will watch. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Let me end.